Hey Omilkins, and welcome to a brand new video. So today we are gonna make a guide on Jeff the Landshark. Jeff just launched on MarvelRivals some hours ago, so we are going to make a guide on him. I had time to play a full day of Jeff, and I had time to play against bots, play against people, and play on training mode. So I'm here to share with you how Jeff works, what you should and shouldn't do with Jeff, and what the limitations are. So let's get into it on training mode. Here we are in training mode, so we're gonna go through attacks, abilities, passive, the team abilities, ultimate, and then end off with origins. All of the timestamps will be in the description, so use them to traverse through the video through what you want to see more precisely. So first of all, the Joyful Splash. Jeff has two fire modes, primary and secondary fire. You can change these in the settings. By default, this is the primary fire. I changed it to secondary because I prefer it that way. So you may not have the damage option as a primary. I did it. So referring to the rest of the video, when I refer to primary fire, I refer to damage. When I refer to secondary fire, I refer to healing. So on with this, we have Joyful Splash. Joyful Splash is a spray of water. It heals allies, goes through allies, meaning you can heal multiple allies. Through my testing, it has infinite range, and the only limitation is line of sight. So here I can show you via the support training. So as you can see, I can just heal a single one, or I could heal both allies at the same time, given that they are aligned with each other. The primary fire is Aqua Burst. Aqua Burst has a slow startup, shoots a fast projectile that has AoE. It cannot headshot, however it has infinite range and it's a straight shot. So there's the area of effect, and there's the direct impact. It's not a lot of damage, but you cannot headshot, so going for direct impact is gonna be your best option when it comes to damage. As you can see, range is basically just infinite. You'll never need that much range. The biggest issue is a slow start. You always have to see this animation of the water circling around Jeff before it's fired. I did not see a way of skipping that. And reloading has a lengthy animation as well. The issue with this comes from the fact that if you are reloading, or if you have to reload, you cannot either shoot or heal. So let's say I spend all of my healing, right? And I want to shoot. I cannot. I have to wait until reloading is done. So you cannot have no healing and have damage, and then when you're out of both you reload. You either manually reload or you use just one of them. So my advice for using primary and secondary would be, if you need to do your damage. If you need to heal, heal. Immediately after you use the option you're using, reload so you have both available, because you want to have as much uptime as possible with Jeff. The more downtime you have, the more likely you're going to get yourself eliminated by the other team. However, you can cancel reload with your abilities. For abilities, we have the Healing Bubble. So the Healing Bubble, if an ally picks it up, they get healed. This is the only option Jeff has on his own kit to heal himself. And whoever picks a bubble also gets increased healing. The thing is, you need to have at least a bit of health missing to pick it up. So you cannot just leave it on the floor, pick it up, and then if you need healing later, you just get healing. So I need to take damage for that first. And here I want to demonstrate the healing. So as you can see, not only does this bot get a burst of healing for picking up the bubble, as a whole they get more healing than the other one did. So you want to always have your tanks and your other support with a healing bubble on them so they can always get as much healing as possible. Notable details about the bubbles are that you can only have 5 bubbles in stock. And when you put another one, the oldest one will despawn in order for the newest one. Each stack of bubble takes about 6 seconds to form another stack. And if you want to go from 0 stacks to 5 stacks, it's about 30 seconds for all of them to recharge. Each bubble has an individual lifespan of 3 minutes each, so you don't need to be afraid of where you put the bubbles. As long as your teammates can get to them, that's good. The other thing about the bubbles is they bounce off of walls. So sometimes an ally may be in a difficult place. You can just shoot a bubble, bounce it off a wall, and you can make sure the ally will get it. So play around in custom games, see choke points and other areas you might need to help your allies, and see if you can dunk some bubbles off of walls into places that would help your team. Although ideally you want to give a bubble to an ally and then heal them with your secondary fire. For Jeff's other ability, we have Hide and Seek. Hide and Seek has no cooldowns. It grants extra movement speed while in Hide and Seek. It is noticeably faster. It allows you to wall crawl, so just like Venom and Spider-Man, you cannot just run up the wall but stay in the wall. You always go at full speed in the wall, and you can cancel at any time. Some collision kicks you out of the wall, so you have to learn that. Maybe it will eventually be changed by the time the game releases, but as of now, in the closed beta test, some collision will just kick you out of the wall. But you can go into the wall, and you can either jump or recast to get out of the wall. The other thing is, if you cast in midair, you go straight down. And you don't get into hide and seek until you touch the ground. A thing you may notice is Jeff's health bar is glowing yellow. This means that Jeff has armor. During this, Jeff will take less damage than you would normally. So let's go to support training so I can show it to you. So you see I'm taking quite a bit of damage, but if I go to hide and seek, I'm taking even less damage than I was already before. So this allows Jeff to have a bit more survivability, even though he has the equivalent of the lowest health pools in the game. For the passive, it's pretty straightforward. Oblivious Cuteness. You take less damage from headshots. As you can see, Jeff's is basically a third of his body is just head, so, you know, it's nice that people cannot just hit kill you with headshots. That said, Hela will still 2-tap Jeff. For team-ups, Jeff has 2 team-ups. The first one is New Friends. It allows Groot and Rocket or Jeff to mount on Groot's shoulders. When Jeff is on Groot's shoulders, Jeff has increased defense. So let me go here to show you from Jeff's perspective. So you can see I'm taking a little bit of damage. If I'm not on Groot, I take way more damage than I would be taking otherwise. The thing is, I still don't think this is a good idea, because Rocket can be on Groot and heal both. If Jeff is on Groot, Jeff can only heal Groot. You don't have a way of getting a bubble for both of them, because bubbles are singles. So you have to get out of Groot, heal yourself, and then go back to Groot. Which, it's not a good idea. The other team-up effect is with Luna Snow. So, with Luna Snow, you can at any time use your team-up skill. You'll eat a frozen fish, and you'll gain frozen abilities. The game says abilities, but it only increases damage. However, the damage is not meaningful. After you use it, you gain the frozen buff for 10 seconds, and the ability goes on cooldown by 30 seconds. By the time the 10 seconds are up, you have 20 seconds left, so saying the cooldown is 30 seconds is not exactly correct. So, to showcase, this is normal Jeff. I need 4 shots to kill that Galactobot. And if I have frozen buff, it does more damage, but it's still not enough damage to warrant having one last shot. If it made me spend 3 shots instead of 4, it would be worthwhile, but the fact it doesn't, it's not that good. Same thing applies to this bot. As for this bot, I believe it was about 8 to 10 shots.
Jeff, you're just the cutest thing.
And if we have the buff, sure it deals more damage, but it's not enough damage, as you'll see the bot will be left with just about 1 HP left. And I still need to shoot him.
Finding our groove.
So, you do more damage, but it's not enough damage to spend one last shot. So neither of the team-up abilities are really that worth it. For the ultimate, we have its Jeff. You go into hide and seek mode, however, you do not have the wall climb abilities that you would have with hide and seek. Instead, you can zoom out, and just like hide and seek, if you cast in the air, you go back straight down. So with hide and seek, I would go onto the wall. With this, you don't have that option. So what you can do instead is do zoom out. So if I wanted to get over there, for example, with hide and seek, I would have to go all over this wall to go in that catwalk. With the ultimate, I can zoom out, go there, and now I'm ready. So what do you actually do in the ultimate? So you eat both allies and enemies as long as they are in that circle. And you have 2 recasts. It depends whether it's the primary or secondary fire. It depends on what your keybinds are. On one, you choose to spit out the allies. On the other one, you choose to spit out the enemies. This allows you to change the pace of the game. You can kick enemies out of the point. You can throw allies into the point. You can throw people off of the map. Or you can send the enemies to their side and their allies to your side, so that you can heal your allies and they are ready for another team fight. So do make use of this ultimate. It completely changes the pace of the match, even though it doesn't do a lot of damage. It has a lot of utility instead. So now we looked at all of the kit for Jeff, so now it's the end of the video. We're gonna look at the origins. If you were only here for the part of the guide, thank you, leave a like and subscribe. If you want to stay and learn about the origins of Jeff, hey, welcome. So, the origins of Jeff. This is from the comics, where MODOK rebranded to BRODOK, biorobotic organism designed overwhelmingly for kissing. I shit you not, this is a real thing. BRODOK created many land sharks, one of which was Jeff. After the West Coast Avengers went to stop BRODOK, Gwenpool found Jeff. Jeff was taken in by Gwenpool, as part of the West Coast Adventures, where he was adopted and became part of the team. He took especially strong liking to Gwenpool and Kid Omega. At some point, Jeff was left under the care of Elsa Bloodstone, Hunter, and Deadpool, King of the Monsters, where he eventually set out to go to Krakoa with Deadpool. Deadpool wanted to get flowers from Krakoa, but that is a no-no from the mutants, which led out to a full-on war. After all was said and done, Jeff found an opportunity to get the Krakoa flower and gave it to Deadpool. So now Deadpool has a Krakoa flower given by Jeff. And even on another adventure, the symbiote god Null invaded Earth with a dragon symbiote. This symbiote ended up infecting Jeff. Jeff then bit Deadpool on his arm, almost infecting Deadpool. Deadpool ended up cutting his arm off so he would not be infected by the symbiote. And they eventually found out that they could just blast music off on Jeff to get the symbiote off of him. And with the help of Jeff, they ended up defeating the symbiote dragon. However, this wasn't the only time Jeff had an encounter with the symbiote, let alone having a symbiote bond with Jeff. So during the Venomverse comics, Jeff becomes Venomized and is under the care of Kate Bishop. Venomized Jeff is surprisingly friendly towards all your people and very easy to deal with. Just a big Venomized dog shark, basically. That's pretty much the abridged version of Jeff and his origins. If you want to see more, I'll leave in the description the websites I got the information from, one of which is the official Marvel website. If you want to learn even more from Jeff, first of all, play MarvelRivals, it's a good game. And second of all, buy the damn comics. They're good, buy the comics, read them. So with that said, thank you for watching. If you watch until the end, write milk in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will be putting out more videos for MarvelRivals in the next upcoming days of other characters that I like to play. And after that, we go back to our regular schedule of fighting games until MarvelRival launches or they make more betas. So keep an eye out for other games, other guides from MarvelRivals, and thank you!